Okay. Hired Claw, we're going to go strike. Hired Claw can just get too big too fast, and then we can't kill it. Interesting to see what they're doing. Burst Lightning is, of course, the best spell. Yeah, I was doing this the other day, and it's really hard when you have Obliterating Bolts in the main against Screaming Nemesis, because it attacks you for 3, and then you deal it 4, and it shoots you for another 4. I think we just go double spell. No other removal spells. Interesting. I think this is fine. We're just going to kill the Needlehead. Push the damage. They let us get to max speed. And I'll play a Seer Slicer. They have to kill this. Sure. Soulstone, smack, put me to 16. Four. Let's flip the cards. There's the land. This will let us double spell next turn. I could just hold the Burst Lightning to try to hit their face. No, if I hold the Burst Lightning, I can deal with the Soulstone, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Let's go Seer Slicer. Another Defaced Gallery. They poke. They can immediately pay for it. That's cool. Puts me to 6 pump. That's lethal. So we have to play Hollow Squad. Go to combat. This is an attack for 3. Okay, I have this burst lightning. Let's see what they do. I think they get there if they top deck removal. Hardcast Nova Hellkite will also do it. Right? No. Yes. Yes, it will. Because each of the Hardclaw and the Soulstone deals 3. Yeah, whiffing on that land drop was huge. So we go block here. Take 6 exactly. Good game. All right, sideboards. Helix, Authority, Shelter by Ghosts. Bastronaut's not the greatest. We need to kill all their stuff. War Leader's Call was a dead draw. We can even trim a Painter's Studio because multiples aren't the greatest. I mean, War Leader's Call does allow us to be like the most aggressive. Interesting. I guess this also lowers the curve, which is good. Let's try it like this. I don't have a good answer to the dragon. So I think that we might just be like trying to kill them before they can get it down. This hand super loses to Fire Magic. Okay, so Mountain, Headliner. Yeah. I guess we could have played the Sacred Foundry tapped and just played another Stadium Headliner. But I think a curve of Seer Slicer and a Screaming Nemesis is good. And if we want to do that, then we would take the 2 damage from the Sacred Foundry either way. Needlehead's good. I don't think I really care about that. I mean, do I care about the Needlehead? I could not take any damage from it, just strike it. And then I could still play my Stadium Headliner. If I don't strike it, I can't attack with a Seer Slicer. So let's just kill it now before I draw. Then I could just pay 2 life, play the Stadium Headliner, attack. Fire Magic. This is probably a nod to the fact they have a Fire Magic because they take more damage faster with a Stadium Headliner. He licks your face. Burst Lightning wins us the game. Wow, that's exactly 11 in the air next turn. Okay. I see you, opponent. I see you. Good game. Good game. Really well played. That was really close. I think I got them to like 2 or 3 game 1. And then I got them to 1 game. But the staying power of the dragons. I don't know what this art is from, but it looks pretty cool. I like this. Good amount of burn. Excuse me. Good. We need a deck like this to practice against for sure. We just play constantly mono red and Vivi and control at the LGS, so mono green is really cool. If we keep their threats off the table, we don't have to worry about removal. Their version of removal is just blocking. Never mind. I take it all back. This might be a brew, in which case I feel really bad. Opponent's probably still learning the game. Let's not be too critical of them because just because they flashed in their creature during their main phase. We've all been there, you know. Learning when to use flash creatures is a skill, and it takes time to develop. I'm sure there might have been a reason. Maybe they're doing other things and they want to be able to walk away from the computer. It's fair. Okay, greenhouse. Lands you control of tap to add for any color. So now they're playing 4-color green, or 4 colors. 5 colors. Play the Deface Gallery, attack for 5, put them to 13. Then we have an attack for 7 next turn. The same number of people in the chat. Shout out to you, legends. Thank you for being here. Goblin salute. I'm so spent when I found where I fit in. It's all because the words down to me, all because the words down to me now. I'll strike the nighthawk because I love that card. Hey, appreciate you. First, hey, how's your dog? Is your dog okay? First off, what the hell happened? Is JoJo okay? Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you being here. I usually say I hope you're having a wonderful day, but is the dog okay? I'm so sorry that something happened to your beautiful puppy, your baby. I didn't get much information just from, I think it was Alex and Kai and Dom. I saw it in the chat eventually, but okay, so they have this. I would like to kill it before you can put a counter on it. She's okay. By a pit bull, but she's so little. She's just a little puppy. Is she okay? I'm glad she's okay, but that must have been terrifying. What happened? Did she just get run up on? Like Pitbull just was like, "Hello." I waited in the air for 5.5 hours, and she got treated in 5 minutes. No way. No way. I hate the ER sometimes. You're sitting in the lobby like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And then you get out and they're like, huh? That's fine. It's like, you're supposed to take my money. Or you're supposed to just take my money and give me the medicine and treatment that I need to be okay, not make me wait in a waiting room until the end of time. And it charged her. I saw it playing off the leash with another dog in a dog park, so I opened the gate to bring JoJo in, and it charged her. Oh, wow. The pit bull wasn't on a leash, and it just like ran up on JoJo. That's insane. I'm so sorry, JoJo. And JoJo was so trusting and loving. Like, you were working on getting JoJo over the barking at random people thing. Like, that's so tough. I'm sorry. Opponent is playing Jund. Fun stuff. It's definitely a brew that they have. And you know what? I love it because this is just like how Magic is supposed to be played. This is definitely just the good cards that they have. And they wanted to play a league because they wanted to play a league. And I respect it. Like, get to Lava Runner. Come on. She's a trooper. She was giving kisses to all the vets. Aww. See, you can't keep a good dog down. Play Howl Squad Heavy. Make a dude. Attack for 6. Good game, opponent. Round 1, we lost to Mono Red. Really close games. Round 2, we're playing up against Jund Brewing. So we're just going to bring in the burn package. Probably cut some of the creature stuff. Everything that's not removable can come out. House Squad, Seer Slice was good. Yeah, it might just be the Lords. Just try to play burn. Go straight to their face. Well, I'm glad she's still positive and she's not like, super shaken. I'm sure that was really scary for her. So I think we bottomed the Seer Slicer. Crazy as that sounds. Although it's just free damage. 3, 6, 10, 14. Yeah, I'll bottom the Seer Slicer. We're just gonna kill their creatures and then what's the payoff for playing Goblins? So you can either play Krenko Mob Boss. You can play like a token strategy like we're testing today, where we just go do we burst lightning in the face? No, we hold it for creatures. You can play like the Painter Studio War Leaders Call version, where all of your 1/1s get +1/+1 when they attack, and when they enter, they deal damage. So it's, for me personally, in standard, it's really not about like what payoff there is. It's about like it's just what I enjoy playing. And so I would say this deck is probably not as consistent and not as good as this is when we start Boros Charming their face. Probably not as consistent and not as good as like the mono red version, but I think this deck is a lot more fun. And for me, like fun outweighs good. Because if you play as many games, or I assume that you're a Magic player. If you play a lot of games with a deck and you're really only enjoying the games that you win, then you're not really having like a good time. Whereas if you are playing a lot of games and you enjoy every game that you play, win or lose, you're having a lot more fun. And so that's my priority, is to play the decks that I love, even if they're not the greatest. And I just love Goblins, honestly. Helix your face. It looks like they're missing land drops, sadly. Oh, and they have to discard. Poor opponent. They're just trying to play something fun. I feel for them. But I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much for being here. It really means the world to me. Welcome to the Goblin fam. You're home. All right, we're gonna play the Seer Slicer. What you mean? Just wondering if there's a so Krenko Mob Boss. I would say if there was like a 1 or 2 good reasons to play this deck, it would be like Seer Slicer is very strong. Being able to make a token every turn when you attack, or end step when you attack, if you attacked, is ridiculously strong. You get to build a very wide board very quickly. There's also some really good 1-drops like Bastronaut, Stadium Headliner, but you can play them in any deck, honestly. If you're looking for like specific payoffs, I think that Krenko and Howl Squad Heavy are like the good ones. Howl Squad Heavy is a 3-mana 2/3 with Start Your Engines that also makes a token at the beginning of combat, and then other goblins you control have haste, and that one token has to attack. It's Rabble Master, but it doesn't force your entire board to attack every turn, so you don't like force yourself into a position where you just lose. Standard right now, I have this Dimir deck I've been playing for a long time, using Greed's Gambit and Convicted Felon. Hey, yeah, 1000%. Yeah, you understand it. You're just having fun. That's all that really matters. Greed's Gambit's really cool. I haven't heard of that one in a while. Yeah, that's fine. If we draw runner land, then we have 7 points of burn in our hand. But I think we can kill them faster if we just go here. We could draw like a Boros Charm or something. Or another Seer Slicer. That's really good. That's really good too. 6. Now we're gonna have 6 power at the end step. 1, 2. 7 even. 7 power. Yeah, and I think I saw a lot of red spells last game, so them not having anything till now is really tough. You can give it away to them with Convicted Felon, then bounce it back to your hand with a Floodmon. Hit them for 6, they sack 3, discard 3. That's so cool. I think we just attack. They block 2, they take 5, they go to 1. I really wish there was chat in this game so I could be like, I'm sorry, opponent. Good game. Well played. Okay. All right, so 1-1 in the league. Let's run it back. It's all because the words you're telling to me, all because the words you're telling to me now. When will I find where I fit in? Such an awesome art on Carnage in this Omen Path set. I don't even know what it's called, but it's so cool. I hate this town, so washed up, and all my friends don't give a fuck. I'm sorry if it's just bad luck. When will I find where I fit in? It's all because the words you're telling to me, all because the words you're telling to me now. Okay. Oh, that's his arm. That's his other arm. I thought these tendrils were the arms, and they were like picking it up. But now I see. I see. That's the cool thing about art. When you stare at it for long enough, you see things you didn't see before. Okay. We're on the play. That's huge. This could be a really good curve, depending. They went to 6. And we're going to go Mountain Bastion, start my engines, and pass. We would really like to have an untapped land. Okay, we're playing against control. Best thing we can do is just get the Seer Slicer down. We want this Warrior's Call to resolve. And then we can go from there. They just concede? Okay. Fastest win ever. We're bringing in the burn plan against them. Because I think they're playing control. They're going to try to hide that, but I think they're definitely playing control. Voice of Victory, Seer Slicer, good. Bastronauts, and the worst 1-drop. Let's do it like that. There's only one deck in the entire format that plays Sunken Citadel. And that's Caretaker's Talent Control. Monolith Control. So important that they wanted to concede so they can get their authority of the consoles. And then we're just going to try to like board. Oh, yeah, board in such a way. Okay, so it's black-white control. We want to board in such a way where their authority just start completely dead. This is a 1-drop that attacks for 2 every turn. Esper combo. Okay, I could see that. Play another headliner. Oh, so it's white-black. Okay. I see. So let's go Helix the Voice. Attack. Oh, with Monument. That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. There's a lot of new decks because of Omen Paths that the format has kind of shifted. Okay, there's Preacher. I can go Burst Lightning plus Strike. Attack. Sure. Innocence, decent. Does Howl Squad do enough? It's either Howl Squad or Nemesis. We could also just Lightning Helix it. But I want to save these 2s in case we draw a land we can double spell. If we play the Howl Squad, then they can just fog our attack by blocking the headliner. This way, at least we get some damage through. We still take 2. They net take 2. Yeah, this is. I would say this is like one of the better goblins that we have right now. Get lost, sure. Now we can go super wide. It just keeps making tokens. With Krenko, it's fantastic. You can really, honestly, if you just wanted to play only Howl Squad and Krenko, that would make sense. The card is that good. Vantage is a tap land. That's tough. So let's go Vantage. Crack on the creature. Other land. Voice of Victory. And then attack. I think Voice is really good right now because the control decks are back to playing counter spells. Creature's fine. We can kick a Burst Lightning next turn. Oh, and there's a case. This is how we drew it up. Kick the Burst Lightning on the Preacher. Attack for 4 because it's 2 mobilize. Max speed. The mobilizers go away. Sure, base is good. And they get to draw a card. But how did they draw a card? Oh, because the Enduring Cure. Oh, that makes sense. So let's go Sun Below Verged. Lightning Helix your face. Case. Discard. Draw 2. Crack on the Voice. Crack on the token. Land. That's fine. No attacks. We're basically just trying to burn them out now. Ooh, that's tough. Drawing double land was pretty bad for us. Let's go Mountain Howl Squad. Combat, this token has to attack. Base is fine. Yeah, I don't have anything crazy that can come back, just Preachers. I don't think they want to take my stuff. End turn. As long as we have a turn where we don't draw just lands, we'll be fine. Because then we can start drawing 3 and eventually hit our burn spells. Probably grab Preacher. It's a redraw. And then they get the normal draw for turn. Sure. I mean, if they want to like attack and lose life, that's fine. We're not. Oh, I guess the Howl Squad token has to attack. That's right. Void if a non-permanent left the battlefield. So I think I can let them go to 8 because then they die to double Boros Charm, right? If I'm not crazy. On red, that's interesting. I think I like the idea of holding it. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, so we're going to go Boros Charm. hit you. Boros Charm, hit you. And that's why letting them draw was important. The motto of the red deck is we don't care how many cards are in your hand. What are you at? Oh my god! Oh. I don't think we can beat that deck if we don't board into burn. So that felt really good. Let's keep it going. Okay. We don't have any white lands, so these could just be dead cards. I think I have to mulligan. And if we do hit a white source, that means that like we can cast these, but let's try it. Try it for science. Much skill. No skill. Draw a double Boros Charm. Anyone can win. Okay, what are you doing here? When this creature deals combat damage to a player, put a skewer counter on this creature, then we sacrifice it. You like so X cards in your library where X number of skewer counters on this creature. You may play those cards this turn. Rotisserie Elemental, that's kind of cool. Let's go to combat and attack. Then maybe it's Elemental Kindred. Can you play any cool piano riffs? I used to be able to go do 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 do, but I forgot how to play that one. One of my favorite things to do on the piano is to just like play around and record until I can get something that sounds like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. I'm not. You know, a few piano chords. Yeah, I can do like basic chords and stuff. Just I'm not good at it. I'll be honest. I'm self-taught, and so like I like to make music, but I'm just not good at it. So we'll play the War Leader's Call. We drew the white source, which is huge. And now we just like basically take over this game because our 2/2s, our 1/1s become 2/2s, and now next turn they're going to become 3/3s, and we get to shock whenever a creature enters. To plan humans. Oh, lightning! I know lightning. Yeah, let's race. Come on. Why? You scared? Don't be scared, opponent. Nothing bad is going to happen. I mean, it's not like they just die. Right? Right? This one, this one, this one. If I attack with this, they block here with 2 creatures and then chump a third. They take 6. I think I like this. First strike damage. Yeah, but that's opponent. That's 12. Opponent. That's 12. Oh, they go to 3 because of lightning. Yeah. Whatever. This makes sense. They're smart. One cool jazz chord is to play 4 fingers, but you space 1 key in between each finger. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, 1000%. So 4 fingers, but you space 1. I like to do every other. So it's 3 fingers with a space in between. And then I like to move my outside finger out 1. So it's 2 spaces and then 1 space on the other side. And that usually, when you like work those back and forth, feels really good. Okay, they concede. Because any creature ETB kills them. In this matchup, do we want to board into burn? I don't think so. I think we just bring in like Authority, Sheltered by Ghosts. What was that other card that I added? Case? No, we should cut Case. Probably trim the Painter Studios and the War Leader's Calls. Bring in Lightning Helix. Cut the Painter Studios, the War Leader's Calls. We want to interact as much as we possibly can. And then probably trim a Howl Squad because we don't have any Lords. The 1/1s aren't as important. But yeah, I don't know like the numbers or numbers. I don't know the notes or like the terminology for like the notes. What I know is like the orientation of my hand on the keys, and I kind of just trust myself to like play things instinctually, and just like hundreds and hundreds of hours of just like trial and error. Eventually, try my jazz chord sometime, move it up and down. It sounds really cool. It's just 4 fingers, but in 1 space in between each finger, you get some cool dance. Yeah, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you. This hand looks cool. we get to try our really cool. This is one of the only times that we want to go authority first. Or a Verge first. Now we just got to make sure we shotgun our Sacred Foundry on too. Because now all their creatures will enter tapped and gain us life. See, and they're dealing themselves damage. So pay life. I think we just Lightning Helix this now. We can pay 2, that's fine. I did, someone informed me the other day that you can consign the ward trigger, which is really cool. Okay, play this tapped. Stadium Headliner. Stadium Headliner. Pass it over. Can play like many different instruments, all self-taught. Play drums, guitar, piano, sax, and harmonica. That's awesome. A Doyle. That's really, really cool. I think that search your library for aura equipment, reveal it, put it in your hand. Sure. Light Lilacs, cool. I think that the best part about like making music is when you like get to do something that you love, regardless of what other people say. 2, so we can kill both our creatures next turn. Yeah, so we just go attack. Sack, kill lightning. Sack, kill Robwayne. Yes. I would like to pay life, yes. Then all my tokens go away, but we've traded resources. I am very behind this game. When you learn one string instrument, you basically unlock them all. That's super cool. Yeah, I started with saxophone in middle school, and I always wanted to be able to play the drums, but I was the oldest of 3 kids, and my parents just couldn't like mentally handle it. Also, there was no room in the house. So I went from playing drums to singing because you can sing anywhere and it doesn't require anything. Oh, Nemesis is so good. So then I went from I was in the men's ensemble in middle school, and I did a little bit of singing in high school. Then I got into, I was also loved to do sports, so I played basketball. I was really bad. I never made the team, but I just loved it. I loved the game. And I also was a cross country runner, and I was a wrestler. I wrestled 6 years. I wrestled 2 years in middle school, and then 4 years in high school, varsity all 4. And yeah, then I graduated, and when I graduated high school, I got really big into like so first strike damage would be 3, then I could shoot the Kellen. This is very interesting. Combat attack. I don't think it's worth it. I think I can still race. I could be totally wrong. Other creatures you control. It doesn't buff itself. So I really got big into drums when I was working at my last job. There was a guitar center like maybe like a minute across the street. So on my lunch break, I would go and I wouldn't even play. They're at 9. Do they just pass? What is this, 4? I mean, I think I just go no blocks, right? Because this is 3. This is 3 to go to 3. If I draw any burn, I just win. This also puts me to 9 if I don't block. Lightning Helix off the top. Seer Slicer is pretty good too. Play another Seer Slicer. Pass it over. But yes, I fell in love with the drums, and yeah, I should go before. So before I started playing drums, after I was singing, when I went to college, I started like I've always been writing music, like not sheet music, but like fun. Like I really enjoy Shelter by Ghost. They're gonna grab a Shelter by Ghost, right? That just makes sense because you can grab an aura. What is that? Oh, it gives them more power. I see. It doesn't give it trample though, right? So this is 6, 7, 8. Block. Go to 1. And then we win. Multiversal Passage, pay 2 life. Shock me. I could see it. Although we haven't seen any interaction all game from them. Good game opponent. This authority of the consoles single-handedly won me this game. I like it a lot. But yeah, I've always been like writing on things, and like my whole desk here is just covered in like sheets of paper that have songs on them. I actually write on like cardboard at work and stuff. Look, this is a chorus that I wrote. As a kid, I knew I had big dreams. Now I'm old, I see them on the silver screen. One day I'll be there. Till then I don't care. So I gotta record that and make that song. But like I always like have been writing like melodies and stuff. Always been bad at it. And in college I just had I got a laptop, or going like when I went to college, I got a laptop so I could do all my schoolwork. And I really didn't I did my schoolwork, but I really didn't do like a lot of like reading or like anything that I was supposed to be doing in college. All that I did really was I just typed spoken word and wordplay and like music and stuff. And I did that nonstop. And then COVID happened and I went home and I just spent like because they reimbursed us for like the tuition stuff. So I got some money back, and I used because we were no longer on campus, right? So it was cheaper than what we were, it was cheaper. So I used some of that money in order to buy this keyboard, this mic that I used to make content, the webcam, and I made music, and I love making bad music. There's no feeling like just creating stuff, and it's awesome. This hand sucks. That's how you feel about guitar. It's nice to make cool metal music with melodies and the riffs. Yeah, it's just fun to experiment and do different things, right? Do we need the third? I think we're gonna find the third land no matter what, because this deck floods really bad. Let's just try it like this. As a kid, I knew I had big dreams. Now I'm old, I see them on the silver screen. Till then one day I'll be there. Till then I don't care. So that can resolve. Before the trigger resolves, I would like to first lightning the bat. Play the voice. Yeah, learning to play, I remember as a kid, learning to play stuff was really hard. YouTube did make it a lot easier. It taught me like basic chord progressions and stuff, but like really, I love doing stuff like instinctually. I don't really want to like have to rely on like, oh, dude, if I had kept that third land and bottomed the Howl Squad, learning experience, right? Let's play another voice. If they attack, we just like are in a great spot. Because this is what, 12 here? It's funny, we are at the same speed with one of their creatures, right? Because Unstoppable Slasher will put us to 18, that puts us to 9. Voice, double voice plus Deface Gallery makes it, excuse me, makes them go to 8. Demon, big demon, sure. Sure. Strike's really good. I mean, I guess they can trade off with our stuff. Let's get this down. Let's say no fear. Put them to 8. They're incentivized to go to 6. Yeah, all my tokens go away. Oh, that's right. They blocked 2 of us. They're at 12. We do play 21 lands, so keeping the 3rd land was really important. That was a punt. They can put themselves to 10 to get 2 redraws. Kick a paw patch makes more sense. Because I'm going to go to 7, go to 3. Okay, there is the land. Block here, die. Strike here, die. Go out on my own terms. Okay. Playing against Golgari. Shelter by Ghost is really good against them. Case is really good against them. Let's cut the War Leader's Calls and the Painter Studios. They're gonna have good blocks. We have to kill their stuff. Actually, this is the matchup where I like the board into burn plan a lot. Voice, Owl Squad, maybe. Or I guess if we're cutting our creatures, Sheltered's not the greatest. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of removal. Howl Squad without the Lord is not the greatest. Let's try like that. Oh. And I think that, like, you know, it's a beautiful thing because a lot of people now have access to creativity, whereas before they wouldn't have had that access. Like, YouTube has definitely allowed a lot of people who have, like, the ability to be great teachers to share what they know and their love for something with other people. Like, hell, I wouldn't have been able to, like, you know, talk goblins as much as I want without YouTube, because everybody around me was just eventually like, hey, be quiet. I love you, Jack, but can we not talk about goblins 24/7? Now I get to talk about goblins to my heart's content. And when I'm, you know, when I don't want to talk about it anymore, I don't have to talk about it anymore. It's just, it's amazing. I'm incredibly grateful. You guys are my magic family. You know, you're the goblin horde. And it means the world to me to have you here. Okay. Oh, I think that game was very differently if we hit our 3rd land. I don't want to say perfect, but very good. One, two, three, four, five, 6. That's the curve. Yep, Screaming Nemesis is gone. And just tap, swing for 2. Ooh. This is weird. I think I want to have control over what they do, so I'm not going to Burst Lightning in response, because I want to hold this to be 4 damage instead, because I'm flooding. Let's play the Verge, combat, and attack. We still have 7 points of burn in hand, so we just have to get them to 7. Mm-hmm. We'll just tag this now. Yeah, I think we definitely should have just lightning striked the slasher instead of playing the defaced gallery. We still would have been able to attack for 6. Yeah, that was definitely the punt last game. Don't try to race the thing that halves your life total, especially when they have good blocks. I do have the opportunity to go land, burst lightning, kill the slasher. This is just a 3/4. Sure, that's fine. Definitely see what we draw. Headliner. I think we take down the 4 toughness creature because we have strike and lightning helix that can kill this slasher again. The cottage is going to be an issue. The annex is also going to be an issue. We go to 10. Headliner, Bastronaut. This actually works really well. Attack, damage. They go to 8. Now I can go sack to kill the slasher. Yeah, now they have a 6/6. They're going to slowly start gaining life. We do have a strike. What's the most damage we can push? We can pump. This is 3, 4. Puts them to 6. We go back up to 8. Alternatively, we could just kill this, right? Because mobilize makes 1. We go down 1 when we sack it. That's 2 plus the strike is not enough. So let's go to combat. Let's just attack with the Bastronaut. Pump. A white exile card like Flower Path is good versus Slasher. That's a good point. Oh no! Now they take my strike. Oh, that was so good. Maybe we just do 1 pump and then strike them because we saw the duresses earlier. Maybe that was a misplay. I could see it. Second cottage. It's not the greatest for us. Does Boros Charm off the top do it? No. They're incentivized to not attack. Yeah, we could. Oh, a second 6/6 is very, very good. Now they can block the Bastion until the end of time. Headliner, not quite going to be good enough here. Because we attack. Have 3. I mean, it can take down the slasher again. But then this is 12, 14. Wait, 12, 16 in the air. And they gain, so they're up to a bajillion. I think we might just pass. Weird. If I go attack with the Stadium Headliner and the Bastronaut, and then I have 4 Goblins, or 4 creatures. Sack one, shoot it for 3. Sack the other one, shoot it for 2. It's not good enough. I could kill the Unstoppable Slasher with that line. And then they just bury me in card advantage, and they're gaining 4 a turn. This is rough. Haven't played Standard in a very long time. No, that's awesome. There are exile cards like that. They're just 2 mana instead of 1. And that's fine. As crazy as it is, I think we just pass. Although I definitely feel like doom. Doom is what is it? Impending doom. Impending doom. Yeah, Virtue's really good. This deck is traditionally very strong against us. They have enough removal to slow us down in the early game, and they have like a 1-card, finisher. Unholy Annex is very, very strong. It's a good reason to play like enchantment removal. It's another good reason to play white. Pass to blocks. We're going to block here. Oh. We're at 15. Or they go to 15. We're at 3. Yep. Good game, opponent. Well played. We got to max speed. Woo! You win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. Smack them. And that's the way the news goes. Okay, let's run it back. Final game. We're 2-2. Another day in the office. Deep breath. Reset. I believe in us. Oh, wait, no, that was it. We already had our 3 wins. That's awesome. Okay. So let's talk about the deck, and then I'm gonna go eat. So basically, I feel like there's good and bad, right? Because against that last matchup, the best thing that we could do is go super wide with the Krenko against them. But against the better decks in the format, I think having the sideboard switcheroo into burn is actually pretty good. It allows us to race a little bit more efficiently against the faster decks. Authority's fantastic against the red decks. Same thing with Sheltered by Ghosts and Lightning Helix. I think that there's a lot of games that we just can't win if we don't have reach, and I think that bringing in 4 Boros, Charm, 4 Helix is huge. It allows us to get so much reach and allow us to kind of close the late game. Game 1, the best curve is Stadium Headliner and the Voice of Victory into War Leader's Call. That's an attack for 10 on 3. And then we also get the ETB triggers from the Headliner and the Voice, so that's another bolt. So that's 13 on 3. And then we just kind of got to burn them out, I feel like this deck has a lot more legs than the version with Krenko. And yeah, I'm excited to test it out. So thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you watching. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to Ramble, hit like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more, support the channel. $1 a month gets your name read out on every stream. We're going to read off the members. We got a new one last night. Stanton McCain, the absolute legend, the owner of one of the owners of the Boar's Hat in Elgin, and a personal friend of mine, someone I've been playing Magic with for a very long time. So we're going to read off the members, and I'll let you go. Alpha Ronan, Tim's Top Decks, Elias Sutter, The Darth Newt, ADDY, 100K, Jared Munsterman, Annan, Riberio, Cypher777, The High Wumpus, AJR, B Rhyme, Gorvisker, Sliver of Nope, Scott McIntosh, Javier Hugo, Valeroth, Yorminger, Terrieth, Nito Burrito, Trucker Philosophy, the 2 newest ones, the Green Ranger, 2 nights ago, and then last night, Stanton McCain, the absolute legend. Thank you all so much for watching. It really means the world to me. We're almost to 5.5K subscribers, which is insane because we were under 1,000 in February. The channel's growing, the Magic family's growing, and I just want to say thank you all so much for being here. Welcome home, because this is where all of us nerds hang out. This is where all the goblins chill. So we stream every single day. We put up 8 YouTube shorts a day. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Till next time.